Katie is a modern-day guru, not the kind who claims to have all the answers, but the kind who reminds you to come back to the answers, that they are always within you. She carries deep wisdom, not just in what she says, but also how she moves, and there is grounded space to her presence, a softness that feels like home, and in the fire beneath that lets you know that she's not afraid of the shadows. Katie doesn't just hold space, she really becomes it. And tonight, she's guided me through this sacred ritual that has changed both of our lives. Hapé. So let's talk about what Hapé actually is. Spelled R-A-P-E. Hapé is a sacred plant medicine from the Amazon, used by the Indigenous tribes. It is at its core. Hapé is a powdered blend of mapacho, which is a strong, purified jungle tobacco, combined with other healing herbs, roots, ashes, and sacred intentions. Each tribe has its own unique recipe, each blend carrying a distinct spiritual frequency. It's applied by blowing the medicine through the nostril through a pipe called the Hape, when shared, or kirepe when administered. And in that moment of receiving, it is like being cracked open and called home all at once. Your mind clears, your spirit grounds, your breath deepens, and suddenly it feels as though everything else is falling away. Let me be so super clear. Hapé is not a drug. It is not something you use to escape or to try for fun. It is a sacrament, a sacred tool, a teacher, and like all true teachers, it won't coddle you. It will ask you to be present, to sit with yourself, to release what no longer serves, to surrender to something deeper. And that's why we don't just do Hapé. We sit in ceremony with it, because the medicine itself is so powerful, but the container is what allows you to really work with it fully. Ceremony is intention. Ceremony is presence. Ceremony is protection. When we sit in circle, when we open the space with reverence, when we breathe together, pray together, heal together, Hapé becomes more than a clearing tool. It becomes a mirror, a portal, a prayer. In ceremony, where we're not just clearing our own energy, we're honoring the land, the lineage, and the wisdom that's carrying this medicine through generations. We're remembering that healing is not a solo sport, it is a collective rising. And in this space, no one is above or below. We're eye to eye, heart to heart, soul to soul. So why do I come back to Hapé? Because it reminds me who I am. Because it slows down the spiral and brings me back to my center. Because when I forget how to pray, it helps me remember. When life feels loud, Hapé invites me to be still. I've taken on too much, or it clears out the heaviness. When I've disconnected from spirit, it reopens that channel. It doesn't do the work for me. It makes space for me to do the work by myself, with myself, for myself, through myself. And with Katie guiding the circle, you're not just receiving the medicine. You really are receiving that devotion. So whether this is your first time seeing this, thinking about it, hearing of it, take a deep breath. Let go of any expectations and allow the medicine to meet you where you are. This is Hapé Hour with Katie. It is sacred. It is a homecoming. Welcome in.